When I fell pregnant with Bowen, we had a few inconsistencies come up throughout the pregnancy. At 16 weeks, we discovered that he had an issue with his heart. He was born about 3 weeks early, and they discovered the condition was tetralogy fellow, 4 heart conditions in one basically. So he's got 4 different defects. He was deformed in his right eye, so he has no sight at all in his right eye, and his right ear he has no sound either, so he's completely deaf in his right ear. At 9 weeks old, he had open heart surgery. We were trying to wait 12 months, but he started to deteriorate really quickly. So we went in and he had 3 of the 4 heart condition, the defects fixed. One that is still an issue is he's missing one of his main valves. He runs on 3 valves rather than 4. So Bowen today is just almost 9 years old, and in most circumstances you wouldn't know anything was wrong. So he runs around and, you know, it's very obvious when you look at him that he's blind in his right eye because it is deformed, and he wears a hearing aid which keeps the nerve endings of the ear alive. So that's why he keeps the stimulation going. But he does get tired very quickly because obviously he hasn't got full function. The piece of material that they put over where his valve was is starting to come away. So there's a little bit of leakage starting to happen, which causes him to deteriorate a little bit. So the steps will be, once he starts to really show signs of starting to struggle, he'll need to have more surgery done to prolong his life. We cross our fingers. Bowen's got a love for gymnastics. I got him into it about 4 years ago because I wanted him to have the ability to try something that he was going to be able to do more long term. Putting him into gymnastics was something that I thought would be more beneficial for his strength and less endurance required over a long period of time. Once Ninja Warrior started up, we didn't realise he even had an inkling for it. He would then tell us who was on and who was winning and who was getting through everything, and that's when Geordie started to come up, and we would sit and watch it together, and he'd be cheering them on, and he goes a bit nuts when he's watching it. So yeah, he loves Ninja Warrior. Wow, I think meeting Jordan will be putting someone that he's seen on TV who does what he does, and competing on Ninja Warrior so much more real for him. Bowen thinks he's a bit of a movie star already anyway, but I think this will just put 2 and 2 together and continue to drive him. I think it will just give him that extra bit of, okay, this is what I want to do. He tells his teachers all the time that he wants to be an Olympic gymnast and now Ninja Warrior as well. So I think that will pretty much that will be it.
So one of my first questions I got to ask you is,
fire away, buddy. Yeah.
What first gymnastics move did you learn?
Oh, I don't even know if you would call it a skill, to be honest. It was a bit of a flop on the floor. It wasn't anything too special.
This is a weird skill for me, but sometimes I dig under the foam pit and then I forward roll in it.
Forward roll at the bottom?
Crazy.
I've never done that one before. That's a new one for me. Wow, that's pretty cool.
My goals were to keep trying hard and so I can actually do a backflip one day because I've been training for days and days.
A trick my coach taught me was to think of my favourite ice cream. And for some reason that helps. You know why? Because sometimes when you're doing skills in gymnastics, it's very scary. And thinking of something as sweet and as random as ice cream can take your mind off the pressure and actually help you perform. Do you reckon you maybe will get on the course one day, the Ninja Warrior course?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you have the skill talent to do so, you know? A lot of the time, in things in gymnastics and ninja, it doesn't go the way that you planned it. A lot of the times I start an obstacle and I think in my head, all right, I have to do this and that to get across it, and it never goes to plan. So what does it say?
I'm the next Australian Ninja Warrior.